Plus, we serve pop culture, entertainment, sports, and everything in between. I'm Denise.
And I'm Lourd de Veyra. Hold that thought. Sit back, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight because this is your flight afternoon delight. Labo.
Ito, totoo na, Thursday na ngayon, May 30 at papalapit na tayo sa weekend. At hindi lang yan, isang araw na lang, tapos na nga ang buwan ng Mayo at ito, favorite. Weekend
Banggitin
na
mo
ulit.
ulit, weekend na ulit. Just in case you missed the point, favorite day niya, ang favorite niyang weekend. Hindi man masyadong halata.
O, hindi ako magtatrabaho this weekend.
Ay, very good.
Oo, papahinga naman tayo. Pero ito na nga, napapansin naman natin na umpisa na ang tag-ulan at yan ay matapos ang napakahaba at napakainit na dry season natin.
Oo. In fact, kahapon, malakas ang ulan, malakas ang buhos sa ilang parts ng Metro Manila. Lalo na sa Metro Manila, kasabayan, nagdeklara na officially ang Pag-asa na onset na ng rainy season. Alright. Pag-asa says there will be above normal rains in October and that should give officials, especially local government units, to fortify their disaster preparedness plans like flooding, traffic, etc., etc. Nako, Denise, nasan ka kahapon?
Kahapon,
Bumuhos.
nasa bangko. Palabas. Pero parang sinadya, kasi nung palabas na ako, literal tsaka bumuhos, tapos may papeles akong dala.
Ganong karamit, salapi mo talaga.
Hindi, papeles lang.
Ilang
ikaw
oras
naman.
yun? Nasa bangko ka?
Paperwork lang.
Ako nasa C5, talagang akala mo traffic, pero nagsistand-still siya. Not because maraming sasakyan, but there are parts of C5 na lubog sa tubig at natatakot dumiretso yung mga low end, ayun, hindi ba low end, para mga cars na mga hindi SUV.
Mas mababa.
Yes.
Kumaga, oo. Actually, bago mag-starting show kahapon, tumingin ako sa bintana ko kasi bumuhos na yung ulan nun. Parang white na lang siya, halos wala ka na rin makita. Pero dahil nga, tag-ulan na po ngayon, eto, saktong-sakto ang ating napiling delight of the day. Walang iba kung hindi ang mainit na lomi.
Mainit ba talaga yan? Sige nga. Ouch! Mananalo ka ng FAMAS.
Okay.
Oo. Bilang taga Batangas, Denise, paki-defend nga ang the charms of lomi.
Hindi ko kaya. Oo, ang totoong Batanggenya hindi naman ako eh. Oo. Kapamilya, oo. Pero ang maganda dito kasi sa lomi is you get to somewhat, put everything in it, kung ano yung pasok sa panlasa mo. Diba?
Nakagat ako, chicharon.
Oo, diba? Kung kulang pa yung alat, pwede mong lagyan ng konting asin o kaya toyo naman. Yung iba nilalagyan pa ng extra, bawang.
Marunong ka magluto nito?
Huwag mo akong tatanungin sa ganito. Hanggang prito lang ako.
Hanggang prito lang. Uy, pero, okay. Ano ang gusto mo sa lomi?
Actually, gusto ko yung ganito, yung hindi sobrang malapot. Oo. And if, honestly, kung pwedeng yung ibang klaseng noodles, mas manipis ng konti.
May ganun ba?
Wala.
Hindi na lomi yun.
Gusto ko tailored eh.
Hindi. Anong meron sa Batangas kaya? Bakit ang dami-daming lumihan sa Batangas?
Baka yun talaga yung comfort food.
Sa bagay.
Kumbaga, oo.
At bawat area ba, gusto ko malaman, sa Batangas ba, bawat area ba ay kanya-kanyang style din ng preparation ng lomi?
Tanungin natin si Tin mamaya.
Oy,
Yung taga
Batanggenya natin.
taga Batangas talaga yun.
Pero maraming egg. Dapat ba ang lomi maraming egg?
Siguro depende sa sa timpla. Although yung mga nakakain ko talagang lomi, ganito, parang ang daming nakahalong itlog.
May iba inuulam ng lomi,
Oo.
Masarap to, Minsan lang, may mga dumadamay na, kala mo, masarap na yung kagat mo. May atay palang nakasabi.
Hindi ko kumakain. Hindi mo na-enjoy masyado.
Not a fan of, offal.
Not the first choice.
Ikaw?
Ako okay lang.
Okay lang.
Oo, I don't mind.
Baka yan ang paliwanag kung bakit ang height mo ay 6'10".
16.
Ako ay
Okay, nung 16.
Lord of the Rings.
Baka ako makipaglaban
The
kay June.
Hobbit.
Baka ako sumentro bigla sa PBA. Pero hindi, sige ito. Pag-usapan naman natin ang mas malalaking storya natin on social media. Umpisahan natin sa mabigat, which is ontime.com, why the all eyes on Rafa AI post is going viral on social media. So ilang araw na rin nating nakikita to, no, Lourd?
Okay. All eyes on Rafa kasi ito yung piniprepare na i-assault ng Israeli military, yung military. At ito medyo nabitin sila kasi threaten ang Amerika na kapag hindi nyo pa pinayos yan, pag marami mga innocent civilians sa madadamay, puputulin namin ang military support ninyo at least for, no? Ngayon, ano ba kaiba ng AI post? What does an AI post mean, Denise?
Parang ang nakasulat kasi dito is may mga nafe-filter, no, or sinesensor daw sa mga social media platforms, and that is the reason, one of the reasons kung bakit pinili nilang mag-post ng isang o gawin itong AI post na to for Rafa.
Okay. So AI po, itong mga ito kunyari ay...
Parang hindi yung real photo of the area of Rafa.
Kasi hindi mo pwede i-censor yan. Okay. Pero yan ba ay... Sorry, Denise, pabalik nga doon.
Go.
These are ano ba to? Mga container trucks ba sila? Mga
Mukha
tao?
Actually,
Tents?
mukha siyang tents.
Mukha siyang tents.
Oo.
Okay.
Kasi 'di ba ito yung mga yung mga displaced Palestinians na nasa Rafah ngayon.
Actually, mas orderly, mas organized pa yan kaysa sa actual Rafah. Ngayon, alam natin, talaga, the whole place is a mess. At inihintay na lang na talagang pasukin na talagang durugin ng mga Israeli military yung lugar. Pero, okay, ito ay part ng tinatawag, of course, internet activism pa rin. At kasi sinasabi nila na yung tinatawag nilang Arab Spring was based mostly on Twitter. No? Nagsimula siya sa Twitter at from there, kumalat na sa panahon ng mabilis sa komunikasyon, kumalat na sa ibang bahagi, halimbawa, ng Middle East at ng Arab nations.
So, ayan. Kaya everybody really has been showing their support, and to make sure nga na hindi basta-basta matitake down yung kanilang post at mapapansin ito, mapapanindigan nila yung post nila, they are using this AI photo na.
Oo. Pero that assumes may alam ka na ng konting background kung ano yung Rafah at kung ano yung sitwasyon doon.
Well, yun that's what we would hope for kung may makita tayo nagpo-post ng ganito.
Oo.
Hindi yung
Kasi, paano kapag medyo ignorante doon sa issue at nakita, ay, may bagong pelikula, All Eyes on Ra. Parang Ten Commandments, di ba, yung feel niya.
yung pagkakagawa pa naman nung picture and yung placing ng tents, parang nga, papasok.
Ang feeling ko sana, ang mga nasa SOCMED, at least kagaya mo, no, yung from a mere curiosity, makapag-deep dive sila at para maintindihan nila, hindi lang ganon ka-black and white at ganon ka-simple yung mga issues. Kasi may pinanggagalingan ang Israel, may pinanggagalingan din yung mga taga-Palestine. At hindi ito issue simple who's the bad guy or who's the villain at sino yung mga good guys. No? May mahabang kasaysayan ito at baka magulat kayo sa complexity ng problema.
At sa haba, no? Na ang tagal-tagal na nitong diskusyon na to, actually.
At baka magulat kayo na, okay, kung marami pa nga hindi nakanood ko niya rin ng Schindler's List. Hindi familiar sa mga ganun. Pero sana hindi lang simpleng to at mawawala yung attention kapag nag-die down na yung trend.
Ayan din that's what we're hoping for also for our next story, which is on a much lighter note. And back here at home on philstar.com, golden bronze for Alas Pilipinas.
What is a golden bronze, Denise?
Well, we did get the bronze medal para sa ating AVC Challenge Cup. It is the first podium finish para sa Philippine team. So we are considering this of course, as a huge win, a big win for Philippine volleyball. Dahil alam naman natin na konting-konti lang yung panahon na nagsama-sama sila, yung ensayo that they were complete. But they took down Australia in just 3 sets, a very dominating third set as well. 25-7 lang yung naging score doon. And here's what the captain, Gia Morado de Guzman, said on their win.
So we went in this game not expecting anything. We went in this tournament not expecting anything, and now we're going home with a medal. And it's been years, decades since the last medal, so sobrang thankful lang talaga kami. And we're really hopeful, we're really looking forward to more preparations for the upcoming tournaments.
Yun. Not bad. So, ang bronze siya, pero isa siyang bronze na talagang much deserved at kumikinang.
Yes.
Oo.
At importante yung ano, no, because we were talking about this, nung nasa semifinals, itong Alas Pilipinas, it was a huge feat already because it has been 63 years since the last time na nagka-semifinals itong Philippines. And then the last gold that we won was actually in 1993, SEA Games yon. And then the last bronze that we won naman was also back in the SEA Games in 2005. Dito rin yun sa Manila. Yung SEA Games na yon.
Pero SEA Games medyo maliit lang din.
Yes, oo.
Ito, Asian. So talagang mas matitindi.
Exactly.
Hindi lang Asian kasi may Australia. Pero may Kazakhstan pa, no? Tama. Well, so matindi at considering for A-team na 8 days lang.
Correct.
Nakapag-ensayo.
Oo.
Ano ba yung average length, number of days para mag-gel ang isang volleyball team?
Alam mo, Lourd, honestly, ang hirap sabihin kasi in different competitions and different years, nakikita natin na it depends minsan kung may iba-ibang commitment, different players.
Ay?
Kasi huhugutin mo yan either for their collegiate teams or their professional teams. So it really varies from year to year kung yung gaano kahaba yung preparation time.
Are you saying, Denise, parang professional basketball din?
Parang comparable yung nagiging sitwasyon nila.
So, ano lang sport ng Pilipinas na may isa talagang intact na talagang ito lang yung ating national team and they will train from this age hanggang sila ay tumanda at maging abo na lang o kasing tanda ni Juan Ponce
Parang mas
Enrile.
nakikita natin yan for individual sport athletes. Mga weightlifting, boxing, yan, mas nakikita natin. Pero if you're talking about team sports, again, kasi merong mga pro leagues o kaya collegiate leagues na halo-halo sila kasi bubunutin mo from different teams eh. Lalo na ngayon, sumisikat na rin yung our athletes are playing in another country. So if you're gonna invite them or you're gonna ask them to join the team, syempre, you would also have to consider yung commitments nila with the foreign teams. Kung kailan sila makakauwi, kung kailan sila makakapag-ensayo.
At yung popularity ng volleyball, kinento ko kay Denise kanina, sa isang gasoline station, may dalawang mga macho na mga manong. Magugulat ka. Nanunood sila sa cellphone ng volleyball match kahapon.
Yeah.
At sa kanila ko nabalitaan na tinalo natin yung Australia for the second time. At alam nila na malakas ang Vietnam at ang Kazakhstan. Oo.
Actually, back-to-back, Vietnam at Kazakhstan din yung naglaban sa finals in last year's Challenge Cup. So, again, napalaban rin talaga ang
Para
Philippines
PBA
doon.
finals lang pala. Boom!
Malalaman natin yan kasi wala pang Game 7.
Wala pang Game 7. Pero
Tingnan natin
hulaan
kung
mo
sino.
kung sino mga naglalaro.
Ayan ang pag-uusapan natin. Pero ito, yun nga, the Alas.
Pero golden age talaga to for Philippine volleyball.
Yes,
Oo.
oo.
At sana magtuloy-tuloy ito, no? Kasi pag naging anticlimactic, paano pag sumobrang sikat ng professional volleyball at yung mga players na wala na ng oras mag-training para sa Philippine team?
Hindi, kailangan nga. Yun nga yung kailangan i-manage, no? The scheduling and the commitment. Pero ito nga, the Alas women also know how to have fun. Malamang
Talaga?
nakikita
Uminom
natin.
ba sila pagkatapos?
Hindi, pero
Ay?
after their victory, they showed off their dance moves on the court with Denise hit Pantropiko.
Pinapractice ba yan or nagkataon lang na everyone knows the same choreography?
Siguro na pag-usapan na nila. Oo, na if they have a chance. Hindi natin alam, no? That is yet to be confirmed. Pero lahat sabay-sabay at lahat alam each beat, each step. So mukhang napag-usapan.
May impression ako na ang mga volleyball players magagaling sumayaw. Huwag ka
Well,
magalala, hindi kita papasayawin. Oo.
Okay. Ako yung exception to the
May
rule.
exception. Kasi halimbawa, may mga fencers na magagaling sumayaw. Basketball players din magagaling sumayaw. Mga boxers magagaling sumayaw. Kasi yung nature ng sport nila.
Yung footwork. Pero ito, speaking of basketball, the Bolts send Kings to knockout duel. That's the headline on philstar.com. Alam natin na magkakaroon ng Game 7 and that will be between the Gen Kings and the Bolts. Game 7 dahil nga 3-3 sila sa semifinals, and this will be the first matchup since the 2017 decider dun sa Philippine Arena. That was back, that was what? 7 years ago. Tapos yun yung meron tayong record crowd na 54,000.
Really?
Oo, 54,086 yung total. Oh,
So,
yan.
abangan natin yan. Ang laro pala ay sa San Jose, Batangas. Tama ba?
Sa San Jose, Batangas. Dadayo tayo.
Magko-cover ka ba dyan?
Hindi.
Medyo malayo-layo yan.
Malayo-layo yan. Hindi pa natin kayang
Ay,
abutin.
hindi yan ganun kalayo.
Yung San Jose?
Oo.
Oo.
Kasi, startol, tapos i-exit ka ng Lipa, medyo nandun ka na. Mas malayo pa pumunta sa Alitagtag.
Alit. Pero ito magiging interesting kasi sobrang match talaga nung dalawa, no?
Sige nga, bigyan mo kami ng sa mga hindi masyadong updated na sa basketball life.
Nag-tie kasi sila 1-1 and then nakakuha ng panalo ang Meralco, nag-2-1, tinay ulit ng Ginebra at 2-2, and then Ginebra won Game 5. So it was a 3-2 advantage by Ginebra. Tapos tinay ulit ng Meralco at 3-3, forcing a Game 7.
Sino-sino mga major actors sa mga teams? Halimbawa, baka marami nag-aakala na si Sonny Jaworski pa rin ang coach ng Ginebra.
Well, Christian Stan, the Hardinger, of course, Japeth Aguilar, Scotty Thompson, but si Stan has been incredible. There was a game back in, I believe that was Game 2 where he scored 41, 42 points na talagang siya lang yung umrangkada. But on the other side, syempre, you also have players like Raymond Almazan, you have Alain Maliksi, you have also Bong Quinto, Chris Newsome. So marami, nagsasagutan talaga sila. That will be a very good game for the fans sa San Jose, Batangas for Game 7.
Naalala ko, Denise, first time ko na-meet si Scotty Thompson. Sa isang event ito, no? News 5 event. Medyo marami tayong na-happy doon na patumbang bote. Pinakilala ni Ma'am Shena Olaso si Scotty Thompson sa akin. Ang nasabi ko lang sa kanya, "Sir, I think you're the greatest basketball player of your generation."
Anong sagot niya?
Cute. Nakaganon siya eh. Nagkaling sa akin iba yung mga kilos nito, Scotty Thompson.
A very humble guy too.
Talaga.
Kaya naman ang gusto natin sa mga players natin, especially the ones that will be playing sa San Jose, Batangas ulit. So that will be a treat for the PBA fans. Ito parang 50-50. Sa iba, it was a treat. Sa iba naman, parang medyo nadehado sila on Sunstar Cebu. DepEd 7 to probe 4 a.m. grad rights in Lapu-Lapu City.
Ang DepEd 7 ba ay yung DepEd Region 7 ng Department of Education, Denise?
Oo.
Tama, ano?
So, ang pinag-uusapan nila dito is the Lapu-Lapu or the Public National High School that held its junior high school graduation ceremony at Hoops Dome at 4 a.m. noong Wednesday.
Oo. Teka.
Oh,
May 29. Kahapon lang yan.
kahapon.
Tama, diba?
Yes.
So, 4 a.m. Ngayon magtataka ka, sinong ungas ang mag-iisip na mag-hold ng graduation ceremony at 4 in the morning? Hindi pa to, gising ang mga aso niyan.
Hindi kasi may DepEd Memorandum 23 actually that says na dapat by June tapos na yung mga graduation rites. Now, what they're saying is wala daw schedule dun sa Hoops Dome. Kasi 29, 30, 31 na lang yung schedule na po pwede, no? Tapos ang naging open na slot is 4 a.m. on the 29th. Kaya doon isiningit yung graduation rites.
Okay, kasi may netizen na nag-post. Paano nalaman? Of course, SOCMED pa rin, social media. Hello, DepEd Philippines. Is it proper and formal to commence a moving up ceremony at 3 a.m.? So, okay, Pero ito bang humirit na to, part siya ng... Umattend ba siya ng seremonyas na yun?
Hindi rin
Or
klaro,
isa lang sa mga... Kasi, okay, bakit nga ba nagkaroon ng ganun? Maliban sa hinahabol nila, ang call time doon ng graduation ceremony is 3 a.m. Okay, kasi ganun karami pala, 1,500 junior high school graduates kahapon at dumami pa raw. Significant number of completers. Biruin mo. 1,500 dati, 1,512. Hindi. Compared to last year's one. Kaya naman binistan. Tapos, may issue rin sila doon sa availability ng venue.
Yes, oo. Nandun nga lang daw available at 4 a.m.
Oo. Ngayon, maraming umaangal, maraming kumukuha ng sides, pero may ibang sumusuporta naman sa ganong kaagang graduation. Sige, Denise. Example.
Hindi, madami nga nagsasabi na sakto daw kasi hindi naman, halo-halo pero may nagsasabi na hindi naman mainit, diba? Tapos na kagad, walang traffic papunta.
Oo. Ang Hoops Dome daw kasi, marami ring graduation na nakaschedule doon. So, kumbaga, pinilit isingit yung schedule. Ngayon, pag ganun, ang medyo puputokan dyan, yung head ng school, bakit hindi niyo ba pinlano na maaga-aga?
In advance, that's correct.
Bagay na ito. At yung Hoops Dome lang ba ang venue para pwede mag-graduate?
Well, depende kasi baka they're also working with a certain, budget.
Pwede rin. Pero Denise, may mga umuokay naman dito, di ba? Sabi niya, hindi raw ganun kainit, walang traffic. Sabi mo kanina. Kaso saan ka kukuha ng makeup artist ng ganun kaaga?
Yun na nga, di ba? Ito pa, ang sabi, mukhang nagmadali dan daw ang organizers because of a DepEd memo that says end of school year, yung binanggit natin kanina, should be done from May 29 to 31. And organizers said venue was hard to secure and may gagamit pa ng venue after that.
Sino kaya gagamit ito? No? School graduation din.
So yun yung iba sa mga rason din nung eskwelahan at nadinig na rin naman natin, natambasan na natin kung ano yung mga sinasabi ng mga netizens. But speaking of netizens, all over social media now is SB19 at madaming natuwa dyan. First, SB19 has hit 1 million followers on Instagram. And as for the mapanakit na hugot singer, Moira, she just made history as the first Filipino soloist and female artist to hit more than 2 billion streams on Spotify. So congratulations to SB19 and to Moira.
Ano ibig sabihin ng mapanakit na hugot?
Kasi di ba yung mga kanta niya, parang dart sa heart, gano'n.
Dart sa heart?
Yung mga saktong tatamaan ka talaga, ganyan.
Dahil ba yun sa mga lyrics or sa boses niya? Yung delivery niya, di ba?
Feeling ko it's
Di ba siya yung parang humihinga lang?
It's the
pag kumakanta?
lyrics Oo, feeling ko it's the lyrics. Nadadala lang talaga ng boses.
Boses baka mo? Speaking of boses, ano naman kaya ang latest sa showbiz? Narito ang report ng ating entertainment producer na si Tito Von Belenario.
Natagpuan ang bangkay ng isang lalaki sa barangay Caimito sa Montecillo City kaninang alas 7 ng gabi.
Dala ba kayo mga muyo? Oo, pinuno! Ano yan? Sumali ka pa rin sa frat! Sumali ka para magpabugdang! Gagalit kayo dahil sinagtan ako ng frat, pero pag kayo bubugbog sa akin, okay lang.
Trailer pa lang, mapapapuzzle ka na talaga sa mga makapigil hiningang eksena. Yan ang aabangan sa pinakamalaking teleserye ng taon, ang Pamilya Sagrado. Handog yan ng TV5, ABS-CBN Studios at Dreamscape Entertainment. Maging ang mga major cast ng teleserye na mangha sa outcome ng first 2 episodes.
Natin tinatrabaho to after Malyari. Ito agad din yung pinuntahan ko na story at character. So I'm just really excited how it's gonna turn out.
Dahil comeback ito ni Papa P sa telebisyon, maraming pasabog ang kanyang role.
It's a matter of really respecting your craft and understanding your character, knowing na meron ka pa mga pwedeng ibigay na hindi mo pa nagagawa. So yun yung mga the things that I haven't done yet na pwede kong dalhin dito, na pwede kong meron pa akong matututunan. Yun doon ako excited.
Hindi rin nagpahuli ang ibang cast sa ibubuga ng kanilang mga karakter.
Quality po talaga, and I would say it's because of the hard work of everyone involved with this project.
100% po. Not just the most challenging, siguro most life-changing for me. Kung paano ako nakapag-connect kay Moises, kung paano niya ako tinuruan for the past couple of months. Tinuruan kung paano magmahal, kung paano may manindigan, and kung paano magtiwala.
Focus ng pamilya sagrado ang politika, fraternity at hazing, kaya naman talagang siguradong magkakaroon daw ng social impact. Kaya guided ang mga cast at produksyon, lalo na sa hazing scene.
Meron din po kaming ex-member ng isang frat na nandun po sa hazing eksena po namin. Tinuruan din po kami kung ano nangyari sa kanya, kung paano nangyari, kung sino mas mataas, yung master initiator, yung pinuno, kung paano po dapat sabihin yung mga creed, yung mga ganun po.
For us, audience, may choice tayo sa mga nakikita natin, sa mga choices na ginagawa natin sa buhay. Kaya maraming characters dito sa story na ito. Ang dami mong kapupulutan ng aral, ang dami mong pwedeng puntahan for your character na makaka-relate ka.
Abangan ng pamilya sagrado sa Primetime 5 Panalo ng TV5.
In the film.
Sa gitna ng issue ng cheating, nag-post si Filmar Alipayo ng photos nila together ng kanyang fiancé na si Andy Eigenman. Pakikiisa ito ng surfer sa National Couple Day. Bromance? Yan ang tanong ng fans ni Bretman Rock dahil many times na siyang nakikipag-bonding sa Hawaii-based content creator na si Justice Fester. Sa isang video pa ni Justice, ang caption, "Lost but now I am found." Wala pa silang sagot sa issue. Ako si Von Belinario para sa 1PH.
Kayo pa rin po ay nanonood ng Afternoon Delight kung alam nyo lang ang mga pinag-uusapan namin ni Denise kanina. Isang quick break. First, marami pa kaming kwento sa inyo sa aming pagbabalik. Alright, nagbabalik po ang Afternoon Delight dito po sa One News. Ako po si Lourd de Veyra.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm Denise Dan.
Alright, President Bongbong Marcos will have a series of high-level meetings with Singaporean officials today. Updates from our mobile journal, Julie Veyra. Go ahead, Julie.
Yes, Denise, Lourd, nasa Singapore na nga si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos para sa kanyang 3-day state working visit. Ngayong araw, naging abala ang Pangulo sa kabi-kabilang pagpupulong. Mga private meetings yan. Bukas, nakatakda naman siyang humarap kay Singapore President Tharman Shanmugaratnam, bagong Prime Minister Lawrence Wong at former Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong. Makikipagpulong din si PBBM sa Prime Minister ng Lithuania tomorrow. Kasunod niyan, dadalo na ang Pangulo sa International Institute for Strategic Studies or IISS Shangri-La Dialogue. Bago tumulak pa Singapore sa Brunei, sinabi ng Pangulo na mahalaga daw yung magiging pagdalo niya sa forum para sa pagsusulong ng karapatan ng bansa sa West Philippine Sea. The fact daw na hiniling yung Pangulo ng Pilipinas para pumunta at magsalita is a sense of recognition na daw ng mga challenges na kinakaharap natin sa rehiyon. Kaya naman ipapaliwanag din daw ni Pangulong Marcos sa kanyang keynote address yung posisyon ng bansa legally, geopolitically at saka diplomatically. Ilalatag din daw niya yung mga paraan para mapaunlad pa ang rehiyon. Lalo't sabi ng Pangulo, malaki daw yung papel ng West Philippine Sea sa international trade. Kung dati daw kasi kapag sinabing West Philippine Sea, ang stakeholders lang, ASEAN, Asia, and Indo-Pacific. Ngayon daw, global economy na yung involved dito. Sa ngayon, Denise, ongoing pa yung Denise and Lourd, ongoing pa yung mga private meetings ng Pangulo. Yung IISS, patuloy din naman yung paghahanda nila. Kahapon nagkaroon tayo ng pagkakataon na maikot doon sa venue kung saan gaganapin yung kanilang forum, kaya nga lang medyo mahigpit talaga yung seguridad, so hindi tayo pinayagang mag-video or maglabas ng any materials kaugnay doon sa kanilang paghahanda. Lourd, Denise?
Okay, Julie, yung sa nangyari sa Shangri-La discussion, so Shangri-La forum ba yun? Pwede bang paano, meron ba tayong mga nabuo doon na mga kasunduan? Ano bang naging papel na Pilipinas doon?
Yung Shangri-La Dialogue ay bukas pa lang gaganapin. So ang Pangulo yung magiging keynote speaker para doon sa gaganaping dialogue tomorrow.
Shangri-La Dialogues. May pagkakataon na ba na ma-meet ang Filipino community sa Singapore, Julie?
Sa ngayon yung schedule, Lourd, wala pa talagang nakatakdang meeting with the Filipino community. Kasi medyo punong-puno yung schedule ng Pangulo bukas simula umaga. Sunod-sunod yung kanyang bilateral meeting. And then pagdating ng hapon hanggang gabi, yun na kasi yung pagbubukas nga ng Shangri-La Dialogue. And then right after that, kung masusunod yung schedule, wala na rin magiging kapihan with media, didiretso na pauwi ng bansa ang Pangulo.
Alright.
Alright, thank you very much. Again, that was Mobile Journal, Julie Veyra.
Right, moving on. The plot thickens in the very public unraveling of Bamban-Tarlac Mayor Alice Go's roots. One senator claims to have traced Go's mother and her actual citizenship. More from this report.
Amid the controversy surrounding Bamban-Tarlac Mayor Alice Go's background, her lawyer, Stephen David, called her mother to face the public. Recall that Go claimed she never saw her mother, Amelia Leal, a supposedly Filipino maid, to her father, Angelito. David said Leal can help her supposedly daughter by submitting herself to a DNA test.
Kung mahal mo yung anak mo, lumabas ka. Kasi hindi na ganyan yung anak mo, ikaw na makakapagsabi na anak mo yan. Tsaka kung wala na siya, naniniwala naman ako sa siyensya na pwede namang ma-DNA.
Senator Win Gatchalian expressed confidence that he finally found Go's biological mother. Contrary to Go's claims, Gatchalian said her mother is not a certain Amelia Leal. Based on his evidence, Go's mother is someone named Wenyi Lee. Documents from the Securities and Exchange Commission stated that Wenyi Lee is a Chinese national and the owner of Go's farm.
Based on my investigation and asking around, tsaka yung mga dokumento, personal analysis ko, baka ito yung biological mother niya. She's Chinese citizen. Based on the Bureau of Immigration records. Galing sa Bureau of Immigration, yung yung flight records, Chinese citizen siya. She carries a Chinese passport.
Gatchalian boasted that his evidence became stronger after travel records show that Wenyi and Angelito Go frequently fly to the Philippines together.
In mga family business niya, itong si Wenyi nandoon lahat
No? Consistent nandoon si Wendy. At yung tinignan namin yung travel records, yung tatay niya, si Wojang Jong at si Wendy traveled 170 times in a span of 6 years. So, madalas silang bumabiyahe as a couple. No?
Senators surmise that Go is possibly connected with money laundering. This is after authorities learned that Pogo hubs in Tarlac were constructed with money coming outside the country. With this, Gatchalian requested a Senate executive session with the Anti-Money Laundering Council. In an interview with 1PH sa Totoo Lang, Senator Risa Hontiveros said there will be an executive session about Go on June 5.
Iniimbita namin doon ay yung mga executive agencies, pati yung mga intelligence agencies. Actually, naitakda na po namin petsa ng 5 ng Hunyo. Pina-finalize pa po namin lahat ng mga iimbitahin doon.
For News 5, Camille Samonte, We Are One News.
Now, here's a quick rundown of some stories on One News. The alleged gunman in the road rage incident in Makati is expected to undergo inquest proceedings today. On Tuesday afternoon, the suspect shot dead a family driver who was traveling with a woman and a child along the EDSA Ayala Tunnel. The suspect and the victim supposedly had a brief altercation on the road before the shooting. The North Luzon Expressway, or NLEX, is implementing a toll hike starting June 4. The toll rates from Balintawak to Marilao, Bulacan will increase by up to 17 pesos. The toll for those traveling or traversing NLEX end-to-end will increase by at least 27 pesos. New PCSO Chairman Felix Reyes vows to clear all cases and allegations against the agency. The Senate earlier probed PCSO for or over questionable lottery wins. Reyes was a former president of the Philippine Judges Association and served as acting presiding judge of several RTC branches.
Right, at this point, let's call in the man who helped clean the so-called dirtiest river in Taguig. Right, thank you for talking to us here on Afternoon Delight, Australian entrepreneur, Mr. Mike Smith. Good afternoon, Mr. Smith. I'm Lourd. This is Denise.
Good afternoon, Mike.
Good afternoon. Great to be with you.
Denise?
Mike, okay, let's start off with this. You're with a company called Zero Co. Briefly, can you tell us more about it, how it came to be?
Yeah, so we're an Australian company that makes personal care and home cleaning products. So things that you use every day at home, like laundry liquid and hand wash and shampoo. And then we use the proceeds from the sale of our products to do ocean cleanups. So we've been doing cleanups all around the world for about 3 years now. And over the last 6 months, we've been really focusing in on the Philippines, and we've done 7 cleanups in the Philippines now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You are what you throw, that's the saying goes. And you can tell us a lot about a society by what you can find in their dumpsters. So what was the most common trash item that you found in rivers?
I have found some very unusual items, some of which I probably can't mention on television.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
But we found bottles, we find nappies, we find packets, lots of little sachets from like laundry detergent and those kind of things.
Mm-hmm. I know that the eco-consciousness is a big thing in Australia, but what about countries that have to, rely on single-serve items? That's a major source of pollution.
Yeah, look, it's a really tricky issue all around the world, right? And it's particularly tricky in the Philippines because there's lots of people. There's not a lot of land mass, there's lots of rivers and there's lots of rainfall. And so when everything's packaged in single-use plastic and it rains a lot of that single-use plastic ends up in the river and then it ends up in the ocean. So look, it's a really tricky problem, but we believe that, if we all work together, we all do our little bit, we all think about buying and using a little bit less single-use plastic, and then we all get involved in cleanup activities and we can solve this problem all around the world. And it's not just a problem in the Philippines, it's a problem here in Australia, it's a problem all around the world. And one of the things I say to people is we only have one planet and one ocean and we all share it. So we're all responsible for the problem, right?
Mike, we know that Zero Co, together with the volunteers, cleaned up Taguig River, but who else were involved and why was this particular river chosen to begin with?
Yeah, so we've been working with lots of different local councils throughout the Philippines. We've been working closely with the DENR So it's been a real group effort from local government, federal government, volunteer organisations. We've had the Masons come down and join us. We've had local barangays get involved. We've had volunteers from local communities. And we employ 10 Filipinos ourselves now as part of the ZeroCo cleanup crew. So, it's everyone working together, which is really great. And then in terms of why we selected this river, we worked closely with the DENR, and they had identified this as a location that needed cleaning. And so they said, why don't you guys come and help? And we all got together and we spent 10 days there, or 15 days there actually, removing, all this rubbish from the river. It was about 8 million water bottles worth of waste that we pulled out of the river.
Okay, sorry, just going back to the 8 million bottles, where does that go?
Yeah, so we're working with the Manila local council to remove the rubbish, collect the rubbish, and then it goes to the various waste management facilities within Manila.
Okay, let's talk about the impact of the river cleanup to overall the objective of trashing the environment.
Yeah, well, look, the thing for us is to solve this global waste problem, there's two things we have to do. First of all, we have to stop buying and using and throwing away single-use plastic, which is what my business aims to do, ZeroCo. We make waste-free products for your household. And then the second thing we have to do is work out a way to clean up all the rubbish that's made its way into the river, because whilst it's in the river in Taguig, it's a local problem for the Taguig community, but when it rains, it goes to the next, the next council, the next province, the next township, then it goes into the ocean, then it goes to another country, and it becomes a global problem. So, we're trying to stop the rubbish at its source. We're actually about to launch some of our zero waste products in the Philippines very, very soon to help Filipinos use less single-use plastic at home, which is super exciting. And then we've got to go and stop all the rubbish in the rivers before it gets in the ocean, because once it gets in the ocean, it gets eaten by fish. Then you guys eat the fish. Then you end up with plastics in your stomach, which is not good for you. And I'm sure you guys don't want to eat plastic. I don't want to eat plastic. I don't think anyone wants to eat plastic.
Yeah. Mr. Mike, are river cleanup activities like this sustainable? Are they sustainable activities?
Yeah, totally. Well, look, I hope that one day we reach a point where we don't have to do ocean cleanup or river cleanups anymore because we've solved the problem. But until that day comes, we'll keep getting in the river. We'll keep putting our dry suits on and doing the dirty work to clean the rivers up.
All right. Any tips or like a post-cleanup washing up tips for anyone who has to undertake such an activity?
Well, look, I think the thing is that there's nothing special about me. I'm just a regular guy that decided one day I wanted to see less rubbish in the world. And so it's up to everyone to get involved. And you can get involved. You can go down to your local river and, get some gloves and get some gum boots and jump in and start cleaning yourself. It's not up to somebody else to do it. It's up to all of us to do it. And you don't need to be a special individual. You just need to care about the planet and want to do something about it. So that's the advice I'd give. Go and find your local river that's dirty and pull some rubbish out of it.
Is it easier or harder to get a date when after the cleanup, let's say, even if you use a special kind of soap to disinfect, etc.?
Yeah. Look, it's pretty stinky in those rivers. I'm not going to lie to you. It's pretty gross. So we make sure that we fully disinfect ourselves after getting out of the river, and then we shower very well every night before going to bed.
Is that like a conversation starter, though?
No, but
has it been?
Echo River.
What do you do today? Oh, I was in a river cleaning up rubbish.
But river warriors are the sexiest. Remember that, Denise.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, good sir.
Mike, what's the plan, though? Where to next?
We're actually coming back to the Philippines. I'm in Australia at the moment, but we're coming back to the Philippines in July. It's about 4 weeks' time, where we've got our local team on the ground at the moment scouting for some locations. So, yeah, we'll be back. Well, I'll be back in the Philippines in a couple of weeks with our Filipino team to do our next cleanup.
All right. On that note, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Mike Smith. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, that's the Australian entrepreneur and river cleanup warrior, Mike Smith. Best dates ever.
I'm sure that's a convo. Now, you're still watching Afternoon Delight. We have more stories for you after this quick break. We'll be back in a bit.
May 30th, 2002. In New York, the end of the agonizing cleanup at Ground Zero, 8.5 months after the September 11th terrorist attacks. Retired firefighter Tom Steffens says he can hardly believe what he sees, where the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center once stood.
It's scary. It's just to imagine that two giant, beautiful buildings were here, and now they're gone. It's like a baseball field. It's just flat and there's nothing there. It's gut-wrenching.
1431. In France, Joan of Arc is burned at the stake, condemned as a heretic. Today, she is France's national heroine and a Catholic saint. 1982.
I've always been someone that just grinds it out and just tries to do the best I can, take it one day at a time.
Cal Ripken Jr. of the Baltimore Orioles plays the first of what becomes a record 2,632 consecutive games in Major League Baseball. And 1909. Benny Goodman, the jazz clarinetist and band leader known as the King of Swing, is born in Chicago. Today in history, May 30th, Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.
Watching Afternoon Delight. Ako po si Denise.
Lourd de Veyra po, inaalo kayo na ang ating delight of the day na lomi.
Na hindi na masyadong mainit. Eto, pag-usapan natin ang viral na video ngayon sa ng isang Pilipina na hindi pinayagang sumakay sa isang international flight. Si ate, dumating daw 30 minutes before departure time. Ang buong storya mula kay Mobile Journal, Mary Mon Reyes.
Nakapag-book ka na ba ng flight sa iyong dream destination? Make sure lang po na pupunta kayo on time sa airport para hindi maabala ang inyong biyahe. Sa mga mahilig gumala dyan, ilang oras ang allowance time na binibigay nyo bago ang inyong flight departure? Say ng mga nakakwentuhan natin sa NAIA, minimum daw nila ay 2 oras. Ang iba naman 3 hanggang 4. Pero meron ding mas pabor kahit 6 na oras silang maghintay. Tulad na lang ng pamilya ni Annalisa Andasa na umalis ng alas 9 ng umaga mula sa Nueva Ecija para sa kanilang panghapon na flight.
Para po yung pong mga pangyayari hindi nga po natin inaasahan. Para po mas mainam, maaga na andito na po.
Natakot daw silang magaya sa isang video na nag-viral sa social media kung saan makikita ang isang grupo ng mga pasahero na hindi pinapapasok ng check-in counter para sa alas 12 nilang flight.
Karapatan ko to para magreklamo. 11:30 kami dumating, hindi kami pinayagan. Tapos iriribo kami, hindi nila gawa ng paraan. Pagka naman nalilate ng plane, nag-aantay kami. Pagka naman kami hindi naman kami late. Hindi kami gusto nila may rebook kami.
halo-halo ang reaksyon ng netizens tungkol dito. Pero ano nga ba ang protocol tungkol sa oras na dapat respetuhin ng mga pasahero? Ayon kay AirAsia spokesperson at First Officer Steve Dailisan, iba-iba raw ang time allowance na inaalat ng mga airlines. Pero mayroong standard practice para sa international flights na at least 3 oras at 2 oras naman para sa mga domestic flights.
So this will allow you to facilitate, number one, the check-in process at the check-in counter, then the boarding procedure. At least 45 minutes dapat nakapag-check-in ka. This is for domestic. Kasi international is a different case because you need to go through immigration pa.
Para naman sa mga nagtataka kung bakit hindi na pwedeng mag-check-in ang late passengers kahit hindi pa naman nagte-take off ang eroplano, marami pa raw kasing proseso pagkatapos ng check-in tulad ng pag-load ng mga bagahe, pag-update sa bilang ng pasahero na kailangan ng piloto para masigurong safe ang paglipad. At kung magkaroon man ng kaparehong sitwasyon na na-late sa mga flight, makipag-usap na lang daw ng matiwasay sa mga staff dahil may mga alternative options naman daw na inaalok ang airlines para sa mga pasahero nito. Sa airport nagsisimula ang ilang good at bad memories para sa maraming travelers. Kaya mabuting maghanda at alamin ang mga do's and don'ts para masiguro ang hassle-free na biyahe. Mobile Journal Marymon Reyes po, hatid ang muka ng balita.
Denise, tandaan mo, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with an argument on the way to the airport. Meron ka ba mga techniques o mga hacks pag mga ganyan-ganyan?
Ako,
Alam mo, sa mga
no,
pila?
I just go really early.
Like how ridiculously early?
May, depende, no? Depende sa airline, depende sa terminal. Pero, kunyari ako, mabalitaan ko na meron ako isang flight internationally na mas mahaba daw yung proseso nila with that certain airline. I went 4 hours before the flight. That was 2 years ago.
Never ka pa naman nagkakaroon ng yung nandito na yung lomi mo sa nervyos.
Meron. Pero I was actually there 3 hours before the flight. Almost 2 hours ako sa immigration.
Matagal sa
Hanggang sa sinundo na kami, ayoko kasi sumingit. So parang ano pa ako, 2 rows behind pa ako. Kasi di ba ang pila doon parang zigzag. So iniisip ko, kaya pa, hindi pa boarding time. Hanggang sa maya-maya, nung sinundo kami nung isang crew, mga 15 kaming sinundo.
So nagtambay lang muna kayo?
Hindi, doon talaga sa...
Matagal talaga.
Ang tagal talaga nung
May
pila.
technique dyan.
Oh.
Okay, nalaman ko to. Nakuha ko to sa panonood sa pelikula ni George Clooney.
Oh.
Up in the air.
Okay.
Sa pila daw, didiscern mo. Pag nakita mo raw yung... Ako halimbawa, pag may grupo ng pamilya at may mga bata-bata, maligalig na pamilya, iwasan mo yan. Matagal yan. Okay. Pangalawa, hanapin mo raw yung pila na may mga Hapon. Stereotyping. Pero alam mo yung mga executives na konti lang dala. Tapos alam mong sanay na bumiyahe. Yun daw, doon ka raw pumila kasi alam mo mabilis lagi ang proseso.
Madali kung check-in.
Hindi, kahit saan. Basta.
Hindi, doon kasi sa immigration.
Sa immigration nga rin, oo.
Natin. Isa lang ang doon eh.
Hindi, mukha lang isa yon. Pero marami talagang pila yon. Next dyan, yung folder,
yun ang matagal.
kinakabahan, iwasan mo yan kasi maraming tanong sa mga ganun.
Sa mga nagtatrabaho.
Ako, basta ako ganun yung mga pamilyang maligalig yung term ko. May pamilyang maligalig sa harap, iwas.
Ako, doon ako sama ko na lang yung pamilya ko. Kasi, mga senior.
Una ka sa pila,
Iba,
correct ka dyan. Kasi marami iba, umaasa sila na late na ako. Hindi, pupunta naman dito yung mga taga-ganong airline para sunduin kami. Pero hindi
ayoko
laging
noon. Tsaka once lang nangyari sa akin yun na hindi ko nga in-expect na kailangan kaming sunduin. And I really thought I was the only one there. Meron nasa harap ko, merong nasa likod ko. Talagang, it just took a long time. Anyway.
And we've got mail. Uy, nag-abala bang avid viewers mo ng Afternoon Delight para sa paborito niyong portion na I Saw or Isaw, I Saw the Signs Viewers Entry Edition.
Yes!
Ito na talaga. Thank you. Okay.
Ito,
Go, Denise.
mula kay Muggsy Alcantara. Tingnan natin. Ice, water, Coke, C2, Sprite,
At
Battle
Water.
In fairness, para ka nakikipagdigmaan sa init na past
Correct.
few weeks.
Battle Water. Talo ang uhaw. Yan ang slogan dapat dyan. Okay, mula naman sa avid viewer natin si Jessie Ilagan. Ganda. No parking sa hindi mo, darling. Tama nga naman.
In fairness, oo.
Ito naman, dalawa naman ang entry ni John Vergel Villarba Denise. What it is.
Ang una, no loading and unloading. Violators will be fine.
Okay lang pala sila.
Okay lang naman pala. O sige, gawin nyo lang.
Oo.
At ang pangalawang entry naman, ano naman? Labas itlog, longganisa, bacon, sinangag, at itlog. Dalawa. Bakit? Ano yung labas itlog?
Tama. Kung may top silog, may long silog, hot silog. Balik ulit natin yan. Ano ulit yon?
Ano?
Labas itlog. Ano ulit ang labas itlog?
Labas itlog, langganisa, bacon, sinigang, and itlog. Okay. Kala ko dalawang itlog. Kasi yung una kong basa, labas itlog na kagad. And then yung langganisa. Anyway, kung meron pa po kayong nakikita mga ibang signs na kakaiba o nakakatuwa, nakaka-good vibes, please send them to us at afternoondelighton@gmail.com.
Ang premyo ninyo, good vibes from Denise Tan.
Exactly. That we will share all throughout the weekend, the next few months. Pero for now, that will do it for us this Thursday, May 30. Thank you for watching Afternoon Delight. Ako po si Denise Tan.
Until tomorrow, 2 p.m., ako po si Lourd de Veyra. Have a delightful afternoon.